Good afternoon, viewers. The all important Delimitation Commission and the Chief Election Commissioner Sushil Chandra, they are in Jammu and Kashmir on 3 days visit. They will be leaving Jammu and Kashmir on 9th of July. Until then, they will have lot of meetings. Yesterday, they had meetings with various political parties' representatives. They put forward their demands to the Delimitation Commission and the Election Commissioner. Let's go to the story that we will be doing right now. Couple of days ago also we did a story that Jammu and Kashmir is likely to see as union territory, likely to see the first chief minister somewhere in March or maybe earlier if the delimitation process gets finished earlier. As per details emerging from the sources who are highly placed in the Delhi power corridors or the Jammu and Kashmir power corridors, the information that is emerging now is that delimitation process is on fast track mode. Meetings lined up, the details being taken up, and as per details emerging that in the next 2, 3, 4 months the delimitation process as far as the union territory of Jammu and Kashmir is concerned is likely to be over. Also, the tenure of the Delimitation Commission will also get over on 5th of March 2022. So in all likelihood the delimitation process will be completed before the tenure of this particular extension given to the Delimitation Commission. Now, the story we did that Jammu and Kashmir will see the first chief minister as union territory. There is another part to it that if the elections are held in Jammu and Kashmir in the window of November, December or maybe March, April, the time when the 4 other states in India will go under the purview of elections, polling, voting in March, Jammu and Kashmir can be added up at that time. So this will be the first elections in Jammu and Kashmir when Jammu and Kashmir has been made union territory. Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, leaving the seats of Pakistan occupied Kashmir away, had 87 seats including 4 seats of Ladakh. Now Jammu and Kashmir at the moment is having 83 assembly constituencies, whereas according to the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act, 7 more seats to be added in the UT of Jammu and Kashmir. That will make it to 90 seats plus the 24 seats of Pakistan occupied Kashmir POK, where it takes to 114 seats. Let's talk about those 90 seats, because as per the Jammu and Kashmir Reorganization Act, the Council of Ministry, which will be headed by the Chief Minister, will be advising the Lieutenant Governor Jammu and Kashmir on various issues, various decision makings. It will be quite similar to what we have somewhere in Delhi. Now, as per the Reorganization Act, Jammu and Kashmir can have at maximum 10% of the members in the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, which means 90 at the moment. Once the delimitation process is completed, Jammu and Kashmir to have 90 seats in the assembly, where it means that the Jammu and Kashmir can have maximum 9 ministers in the Council of Ministry, which will be headed by the Chief Minister. So it will be a trimmed kind of Council of Ministry. We have seen that when in the erstwhile state of Jammu and Kashmir, when the governments were running the state of Jammu and Kashmir, there were the amendments were made in the act which allowed to have 24 ministers in the Council of Ministry in Jammu and Kashmir. That was prevailing since 2007, if I'm right. Now 2005 or 2006. Now with the Reorganization Act, the Council of Ministry in Jammu and Kashmir Union Territory will be a trimmed one. You can have 9 ministers and then Chief Minister to head the Council of Ministry. Whomsoever comes into power in Jammu and Kashmir, maybe in March, April or maybe earlier also, there will be a hectic task at hand once they come into the power, that how they will segregate ministership and what areas will get ministership. But for the moment, we'll put an end to the story in such a way that Jammu and Kashmir by March 2022 can have the first chief minister as union territory as a union territory, and also will witness the trimmed council of ministry of 9 ministers, which will be headed by chief minister. Till the moment, keep following Crosstown News for more such updates. We'll be coming back with more details also on the reshuffling that is happening at the center. As per details that are emerging with Crosstown News, 43 old and new ministers, they will be taking oath today. Many high profile names, they have put their papers. Education Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal, he has put his papers, he has resigned. Health Minister Harshvardhan, he has also resigned from as the cabinet minister. So these are the information coming. So it will be interesting few hours. By 6 p.m. there will be complete details that who will be coming up as the new faces in the Council of Ministry. Keep following Crosstown News for more such updates. Thank you.